We'll wait for people to come in. There we go. Cool. He's working. Excellent. Well, I'm going to wait for a few people to come in, say hi, and then we'll get the show on the road. I'm waiting for a troll to come in here, too. That'll be fun. Alright. We got one person in here. How's it going, Gerald? Oh, stupid computer. Looks like I got 2 in here now. 3. Awesome. Turn down my phone. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is Corey Random Guy, coming to you live. Give you a few updates on some really stupid shit going on here. Just absolute garbage. But before we begin, anybody who is not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of the lives, any of that other nature stuff. How's it going, David? I probably just said that totally wrong. My mind is in a whole different dimension at this point. David, I'll get into that here in just a minute. Don't forget as well, especially for all the newcomers or anybody for that fact, we also have a P.O. box for this channel. You guys can go to the About section on my page and find the address there. And if by any chance you guys send any sort of package, you guys have to send it through USPS. UPS, FedEx, DHL will not accept it. I don't know why, it's just how they are. So with all that out of the way, let's get going. Alright, so I am coming to you live. I haven't made a lot of videos lately. I haven't even really done too much lately. And I'm going to explain why. Here over the course of the last 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks. 1 week. 1 week, 2 weeks. It's been a couple weeks now. We have been dealing with the landlord. Okay? We live in a trailer park, right? Everybody knows this. Everybody knows we live in a trailer park. We own the trailer that we're living in. Okay? But we're facing eviction. That's going to get somebody all riled up. Well, let me explain why. Apparently, the city decided to go ahead and fine the landlord for other stupid crap that's all screwed up here. What really angers me about this whole thing is we didn't know the city ordinances. We didn't know anything like that. And now they're expecting us to get all of this stuff up to date, all of that fun crap within 20 days, or we face an eviction. I know some of you are asking, where are you going to go? We don't know. The RV's not done, so it's not like we can just hop in that and go and be happy. The RV is nowhere near to be done. I went to go try to start it the other day, and it won't start. Now, I know why. And the battery died before it could get fuel up to the carburetor. No big deal. I'll get that thing started. Not a problem. So, the thing that I thought was really stupid. Now, if you guys noticed on any of my videos whatsoever, you guys will notice there is a board over one of my front windows. And just to iterate, I don't do bullshit on this channel. I don't hide nothing. Okay? It's what you see is what you get. I have a board over that window because the window is broke. Okay? I've been meaning to get it replaced or something. But we've been having to deal with my wife's children coming back. I mean, just everything piled on all at once. So it's been really hard to figure out what the hell we need to do next. So the biggest thing here is I'm trying to get everything to where the city will get the hell off our backs, the landlord off our backs. So this way we don't have any more issues and not really have to face fear of being evicted. Now, I have a plan to get the window fixed. I'm just going to throw a piece of plexiglass over it, seal it, screw it down, call it good. Basically, just take a piece of plexiglass, put it over where the board is, take the board out, of course, and put a piece of plexiglass there. Call it good, right? That's what I'm going to do. Because, in all honesty, this trailer is just not worth fixing. It's not. This place is garbage. And I actually have had somebody offer us to go move to another state. This is where the really stupid part happens. We can't. We can't leave state right now. We're still in the middle of getting her kids to stay permanently, win custody of them. And then after that, I have to go take my ex-wife to court to get to get everything modified to where he is on paper in my custody and have it set up to where we can move at any point. Right now, it is not set up like that. So we're stuck, and the real shit part that I've been stressing out about is if we do get an eviction for some stupid ass reason, we're losing the kids. We're losing them. Period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about them. All three of them gone. And that's the thing that scares the hell out of me the most. The shit part about this whole thing is I look, and I'm not picking on any single person. I'm not picking on really hardly anybody. This is just how I feel. Okay? What really drives me crazy is that I see people all the time that kind of run into somewhat of a similar situation like this, and they can either A, boom, real quickly get everything fixed, or B, boom, leave and go somewhere else that's better for them. We don't have that option either way. We really don't. We just don't have that option. I'm going to be honest. When I was when I was on unemployment, stuff like that, I probably could have saved the money, and I didn't. I was stupid. You know, it is what it is, man. But now that we have her kids back, and hopefully after very soon, they get to stay, hopefully. That's, oh my God. It has been absolutely stressful, and this is just a very small minute of stuff that's been going on, and I see I'm losing losing viewers. So right now, we're in a shitload of stress at this point. That's why you guys noticed in my last video I was very monotone, blank face, stuff like that, is because we are very, very stressed on what we're supposed to do. And I don't know. I mean, we're stuck at this point. We really are. And I'm not trying to have anybody have pity on me. So let's make this clear. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for somebody to feel sorry. I'm not looking for somebody to be like, "Oh, I'm you know, what I'm not looking for any of that. I'm just venting to you guys because I know I can't. And all of you who watch my lives religiously, I thank you for everything. I thank everybody who watches all of my videos religiously and comments and everything else. I love it, and with all the shit going on, I don't really have much of anybody to vent to. And I don't know, man. We're stuck at this point. We really are. And it fucking sucks. It does. I like the town that we live in. It's great. But the living situation that we're under is not good. Not good at all. Let's see. Gerald, I appreciate that. I'm going to get caught up on comments here real quick. Hemphead, how's it going, buddy? I hope you and your family are doing well. CMVB 69 asked what state I was in. Gerald went ahead and answered. I am in Iowa. Thank you very much, Gerald, for answering that for me. To answer your question on that one, CMVB 69. Basically, I've done some of it already. They were bitching about the paint on the outside of the trailer. You guys can believe this shit or not. Somebody, whoever painted it last, actually used interior paint on exterior walls. Alright, so some of it's just starting to flake and all that shit. So I took yesterday, I do believe is what it was, and rattle canned it. Okay? I just rattle canned all the spots that were just peeling and all that fun stuff. I took off what I could to where the paint wasn't peeling anymore, and then rattle canned it. Okay? It looks 20 times better than what it did. It needs a good cleaning, but I mean, hey, we have a tree right over our damn house here. My front window, I had boarded up because it was broke. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to get a piece of plexiglass, take the board off, put a bead of silicone all the way around, screw it down. That's what I'm going to do for that. Now, he wants me to get rid of one of my vehicles. He's like, oh, well, you have 3 and you can't have 3. Here's the point. I have 2 Crown Victorias, you guys know this. And I also have an Explorer. The 2003 Crown Victoria is beat up and it needs a lot of work. Still runs and drives under its own power. Have I had time to screw with it? No, I haven't. Have I had really the money to fix it up? I did at one point, but I pissed it away like an idiot. So, as far as that goes, if I absolutely have to park one of them vehicles somewhere else, then I suppose I could try to find a place for it just to get him off my back. Trying to think of other things. They've just been bitching about so much shit. So much shit. How's it going, Ranger? So, I don't know. It's just a bunch of stupid shit. Honestly, it's a bunch of stupid shit. And the funny thing is that this city is trying to take over this place. They're trying to get rid of it. So they're coming up with every damned excuse in the book to find the landlord and hopefully take the damn thing over, which is going to displace a whole shit ton of people that live here. Now, I actually did, well, actually my neighbor, I didn't, but my neighbor went ahead and did a little bit of research on this one. And this property, believe it or not, is an old landfill. I did not know that. So essentially, we are actually living on garbage. No shit. We're living on garbage. And when we first moved into our place, we didn't have an unlevel issue. Now we do. The neighbor to the north of me, the neighbor to the south of me, and his mother, which is just south of him, all of our trailers are leaning to the south. The ground underneath is giving way. It's not good. Not good. I mean, why in the hell would you put a trailer park on top of garbage? That's my question. CMVB 69 says it'll be all right, man. Keep your head up and stay positive. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. I'm going to be quite frankly honest. It is so hard for me to stay positive. It's so hard. Especially when my wife's ex-husband, who is trying to pull all this stupid bullshit. And then you got the city breathing down our fucking neck. Pardon my French. Then you got a property manager who is... all he does is sit there and bark orders. See, the funny thing is about the whole city thing, we own the trailer, right? The city, actually, from what I understand, by law, they were supposed to come to our door and tell us about the things that needs to be fixed on our trailer since we own it. They didn't do it. They went to the damn landlord thinking, oh, all of these trailers are rented out. No. We own ours. So why did the city come to us? They didn't. And now, the landlord is all over everybody's ass. And if we don't get all of this fixed within 20 days, eviction notice out the door. And the really worst part is, they take our home. And they don't have to pay us a fucking thing. Figure that one out. Mped says, bro, I can tell you've been stressing out. You're losing weight. You know what? I am losing weight. I'm dropping it like no other. I haven't really been eating much either. Ranger, I will recap here in just a second. I'm going to finish up with these comments real quick. Gerald asked, how about the garden? What are they saying about it? Or what are they saying now about it? Alright, so the garden, they're saying, oh, you have to trim that back because it looks like crap. That's where we grow our food. Some of our food comes from that garden. What's the problem? Now, I will admit, yes, the wife did actually, plant a bunch of viney shit that went everywhere and climbed up over everything, which was actually pretty cool, honestly. But they're saying, oh, you need to trim that back because it looks like shit. La, 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 la. What? So there you go. Ranger, hop you? What? And then he replies again, oops. All right. So to recap, I'm going to make that short and simple and to the point. There are things that the city... Oh, Ranger, you're good. No need to apologize. I actually found that to be pretty funny. It made me smile. It was awesome. So to recap, for the people who did miss the beginning, basically, in a nutshell, we're facing eviction. Because the city came down on the landlord, now the landlord is coming down on us, and there are some things on our place that need to be fixed. I already took care of a couple of them. And if none of that stuff gets done, or any of that other stuff, we're facing eviction. Where we're going to go, I have no damned idea. And you guys know for a fact that we just got my wife's kids here, right? 2 more kids. And now they're pulling this shit. On top of her ex being absolutely retarded. Okay? He's pulling so much sketchy shit to try to get those kids back. And the sad part is the judge isn't even looking at it like that. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that because it is an open case, and yeah. So that's the recap. We're basically looking at eviction. And where we're going to go, I have no idea, because if we do get eviction, all 3 kids are gone. And it's not like we can just hop in the RV and call it good, because the RV is not done yet either. Every time I go try to work on the damn thing, they start griping that it's up here at the house. Like, what the hell do you expect me to do? The generator on the RV does not... Well, I shouldn't say that it doesn't run, because it does. It runs for about 30 seconds and dies out. I have a sneaky suspicion of what's wrong with it. Carburetor. Okay, carburetor needs to be pulled off. I need to take it apart, clean it out, put it back together, hopefully without tearing any gaskets or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing that, so I'm going to have to go get a whole rebuild kit. Not a big deal, because that's, to me, that's super simple shit to do. So, it's not like we can just fire up the RV, go work on it, yada, yada, yada. When I have work, I have, a house to try to take care of. I have videos for you guys to make. I have projects for it. I've got, so much other shit that I can do as well. They had to spring this up on us. I'm going to be honest, these things, I'm almost to about a pack and a half, almost 2 packs a day. I need to quit. I really do. However, with all the stress going on, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people who do watch this who are not my subscribers and don't understand me, this is what keeps my sanity at this point. And I only smoke depending on my stress level. Right now, my stress level is way up here. So therefore, I'm smoking a hell of a lot more. Hemphead says, hey, don't worry about making videos for us. We understand. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. I really, really do. I really appreciate that a lot of you guys understand. if I can't make a video right away or once a week or whatever, then a lot of you understand. And I want to make something really clear when it comes to that. I'm still going to do the best that I can to make videos every week for you guys. Regardless of what is going on, I am going to definitely keep going on with videos. I'm not quitting. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to keep going regardless of the situation. You guys are going to be with me for the ride. Okay? I want you guys to be able to see everything. Well, to a point. You guys know what I mean. Let's see. Gerald says, we all know it can be hard to deal with stress, and we'll be there for you. Gerald, I do appreciate it. And this is why I like the YouTube community that I have. Because all of you guys know how I am, how I process stuff, how I actually do my videos, how I throw everything out there. And you guys understand it. And this is awesome. It's great. And I still have Zello. I've had a couple of new people come in. I'm not too sure about them because I haven't really talked about them very much, or I haven't really talked to them very much. I've been super busy. Let's see. CMVB69 comments said, could you maybe ask for a raise at work or borrow some money, assuming they are trying to get you guys out? Okay. That was another little announcement I was going to go ahead and make. Next Monday, I am starting a new job. The job that I have now, I do like, because, hey, I get a free workout. Well, actually, I'm getting paid to work out at that job. However, that job that I currently have, in order for me to get hired on full-time, because right now I am through a temp agency. Okay, I'm working for them through a temp agency. In order for me to get hired on full-time, traveling is required. Now, traveling is fine. However, when I'm gone away from the house for a week or two at a time, that becomes a problem. And I told them, I said, I can't do that. I cannot travel and be away from the house that long. Now, if I was able to be home every night, I would travel all day long. I don't care. But that's the requirement for this job. So I told them that, and their response was, well, you can either stay temporary, which means no benefits, no health, no 401k, no holiday pay, no nothing. Or I can go look for another job. I did precisely, is what my wife likes to say, precisely. I did precisely that. I went out, I looked for another job, and I don't have to drive to Des Moines every day. Now, granted, Des Moines is only, 15 miles or so, maybe, something like that. But I don't have to drive to Des Moines every day for this new job. It's right here in town, less wear and tear on the vehicles, less gas. I am home every single night. They do have benefits, which they are starting me out at full time, okay, which is beautiful. After 3 months, I get my holiday pay, I get benefits, I get discounts through the store. It's basically a lumber yard. Okay, it's kind of like, somewhat like Menards, only a lot smaller. They're not big corporated like Menards is. So, the other good aspect of this new job is that after 6 months of being there, I will already have a week's paid vacation. After a year, I'll have 2 weeks of paid vacation. And it just gets better. This job is also going to train me on a forklift, which it's been years since I've driven one. They're going to train me to be on a forklift. Thus, I'll get my certification and my pay goes up. And they are also willing to send me to the DMV and get my Class B CDL license on their dime. That's a really damn good benefit. And there is one more little thing that really made my eyes pop out of my head. Not only major holidays are paid off, I will start mine in Christmas. Okay. Once we get Christmas, or once Christmas comes around, because it'll be like in the middle of December when my 3 months is up. So for Christmas, I will get paid for that day. After Christmas, the day after is actually my birthday. Okay? They give you your birthday off paid. Every year. Every year. Your birthday, you get off of work and you get paid for that day. And they have Christmas parties every year and all that fun stuff. Shit! I mean, how much better can it get? Now, a little bit of a downside to this. I am starting out at $2 less an hour than what I'm making. Okay, I'm making $14.50 an hour. And they're starting me out at $12.50 an hour. But they're only starting me out that low just because of the fact I don't have my CDL and I don't have my certification to drive a forklift yet. Once I get those, my pay goes up. So, all in all, this job is beautiful. And they always have a good time. Always have a good time. They always do what they're supposed to do, of course. But they always have a good time with it. If somebody screws up, he was telling me a story during this interview that there's a new guy that works there. He was only like maybe 5 months in. And he was driving a forklift and he had a whole bunch of OSB board. Well, he didn't lower the forks. Okay. It was still up here, and the forks were sitting flat. They were flat. He went to go turn, and all those sheets come flying off. After the main boss of the place comes out there and asks if everybody is okay and all of that fun stuff, he just looks at him, puts his hand on his shoulder like this, and starts laughing. Okay. Starts laughing. He goes, "Now, what did we learn from this?" He's like, "Lower your forks." It's like, and? He goes, "Oh shit, I didn't have it tilted back all the way." So they helped him reload it, you know. They had a grand old time. Hell, he pulled the video footage off and played that at the Christmas party, which is like pretty cool. So, yeah, it's a really good company to work for. I'm excited to get into that. I'm excited to get, you know, full-time benefits, all that fun stuff. Let me get caught up on the comments here. Hemphead, that's probably a good idea. Make videos will get your mind off all the stress. Hopefully in that will make a little bit better. Yes, And that's a good idea, and that I'm going to continue to make videos and go live and all that fun stuff to help clear my head, and if I need to vent, I know you guys will be there, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about, venting. I'm not worried about saying, oh, everything is perfectly fine when clearly it's not. CMBB 69 says, sounds like an awesome company. You know what? It really does sound like an awesome company, and I am super excited to start working there. Gerald, sounds like a really good boss you will have. Yes. He was really awesome during the interview. He was laid back, wasn't all stiff like, what makes you think you're a good fit for this company? You know how some of them people are. He was laid back, chilled, kind of like this, and just asking me questions, and we're laughing, having a good time. It was an awesome experience. I've actually never had an interview like that. Hemphead says that sounds like a great company. I'm glad for you. Thank you very much. It's definitely time for a change, because I can't do this whole temporary thing anymore. Especially with no benefits, no holiday pay, nothing. I'm like, how come we don't get none of that shit? Oh, wait, because I'm temporary. So I'm hoping that this company is actually going to be really good. It sounds awesome, and the fact that they're willing to help me get my Class B CDL driver's license, so that I can drive their big trucks, their big flatbeds, and whatnot. Sounds like a win-win situation to me. And hell, maybe even later on I can go. Later on, I can even go upgrade to a Class A CDL, so that I can basically just jump into the thing of anything that, well, almost anything. Jump into it, drive it, no problem. So say like I wanted to buy a bus, all right, that has not been switched over to an RV status or anything like that yet. I can still hop in the thing and drive it home. That's going to be a great a project way down the road. We got to get past this hurdle first. And honestly, this hurdle is a bitch. Let's see. David says, that's awesome, brother. Wow. Thank you very much. Hemphead, we're here for you, man. And David also says, nothing wrong with a new chain. Happy for you. I'm glad you guys are here for me, and I'm glad that you guys are very happy for me, and I'm hoping if I play my cards just right, within about maybe a year, I can get my credit up a little bit more than what it is, get some stuff paid off, and then maybe apply for a mortgage to get a house out in the country. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. But at the same token, I'm kind of sitting here like, we can do that, but if we get kicked out, what are we going to do in the meantime? Don't know. So I'm going to do what I need to do, or what I can do, with better terms, what I can do to keep our place. At least for the 6 months to a year, till I can get my credit up and start applying for a mortgage, stuff like that, since I'm going to have a full-time job. Let's see, a small company can be good for you, and you have to be working hard to work your way up in the company. Yes, there has been people there that has been there forever, seems like. And they're happy with that place. In fact, there's a couple people that's retirement age that just refuse to leave. Because I guess the atmosphere there is so good that they're not wanting to leave. And that right there says something about a company, that's for sure. Now, he did ask me during the interview if I would have any problems lifting 80 pounds, which is basically batches of shingles that are about 80 pounds a piece, chucking them. If I need to help, go to a job site, help unload or whatever. I was like, 80 pounds? Really? I can lift my wife. 80 pounds is nothing. Okay, it would be a little bit awkward, because if shingles are flimsy and whatnot, it'd be a little bit awkward, but hell. As far as actually lifting them, nah, weight's nothing. Hemphead, that is a good goal that you have set. Yes, and that's a goal I've always wanted to do. As much as I hate having a mortgage hanging over my head for 30 years, at this point, it's better than living here. Much better than living here. And if we can get out there to the country, that'd be even better. Good Lord. David, I think there actually is some sort of housing thing somewhere. But I don't know what their things are. I'm not sure what kind of housing they have. I don't know anything about it. With this whole COVID thing, everybody's, trying to go through the housing and all that fun stuff. So it's going to be really, really hard to do anything with it. So essentially what we have in this trailer park is we have a slumlord. And I actually found out, because when we first moved in here, they were like, oh, well, we have to have a copy of your title. I was like, all right, whatever, we're kind of in a hurry to move in. Okay, because our situation at that point was not very good. So we had to hurry up and move in here. And that was before her kids came. We've been here now for about 2 years. And it was good for a while until now. Now it's just kind of like, what the hell are we doing? Why did we even come here? Oh, because we had to. Now, ever since then, I figured out that the real reason why they wanted a copy of our title is so that they can have the title number. So say like I'm even 6 months behind on the property taxes on that trailer. They can take that copy of the title, run the title number, take it up to the courthouse, pay off the taxes, thus it would turn around and let them have the trailer. That is how they are getting away with this. It's a loophole. So say like you're 6 months behind. Okay, you miss one payment of taxes. I don't know if any of you do a whole year, half a year, whatever. I do a half a year, make it easier. So say like I miss one payment, okay, or if it's late or whatever. That landlord, the property owner, can actually take that copy of the title, pay off the taxes, and essentially steal the home from us. Yeah. It works like that here. It's retarded. Gerald says, LOL on your wife to lifting up your wife. That's funny on your wife. Huh? I didn't get that. Sorry, Gerald, I didn't get that at all. That's just woohoo, way over my head. Hemphead says that's the same kind of company I work for that you are talking about. That is awesome. And I'm glad that you really, really like the company that you work for. David, gotta go, brother. Hope something comes up your way to get out of that jam. Chat soon, 73s. God bless you and your family. Thank you very much, David, for joining in and hanging out with us and whatnot. 73s to you, David, my friend. God bless you and your family. I hope to chat with you soon. Daniel, how is it going? Let's see, Daniel. My neighbor will be selling next year. 5 acres in the country that might sell on contract. David, where are you at anyway, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm trying to figure out. Right now, we're stuck in the state that we're in. Very stuck, actually. Eek. So, Daniel, I'm glad you're doing good. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that. This whole situation, man, is just, oh my god. But, so with all of that bad shit out there in the open, oh, Danielle. Whoops, sorry. Oh, shit, my bad. Okay, let's see. I live south of you, I believe. Okay, so you live south of me. I live in Indianola, so I'm trying to figure out how far south you live, because I'm trying to pinpoint where we're going. And another thing is that the southern 2 tiers of counties we're trying to stay away from. I know this sounds silly. I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but we're trying to stay away from down there because of the fact that my wife's ex-husband, who is extremely abusive, had essentially beat the hell out of her. Stuff like that could easily find her. So, yeah, oh, you live by Sheraton. Ooh. That's a great. I'm trying to say this without being rude, Danielle. That would be a great thought if my wife wasn't terrified of her ex-husband. Her second ex-husband. Her second ex-husband is just absolutely psychotic. He would find her in a heartbeat, and I wouldn't want that. Okay, so you live by Sheraton, but not in Lucas County. You would be in Decatur County then. Yeah, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't. We can't do that. We would love to, because I know there's cheap property and stuff down that way. But it's her ex-husband. She doesn't want to be anywhere down there. And I honestly don't want to. Hell, I don't even want to really be down there. I will definitely keep that in mind, though. I will definitely keep that in mind, and I'll talk to the wife about it. Maybe we'll see all that fun stuff. But at the same time, I'm starting a job up here next week, and it sounds like a really good company to work for. So, I mean, the drive would actually be kind of a bitch, to be honest. But with all that bad shit that's out there on the table now, and I'm sure, anybody who jumps in and doesn't know what's going on, I'll go ahead and recap. There goes the net. Am I still here? Well, in case I'm still here, I hope so. I want to show you guys a new little thing that I got. Okay, cool. I am still here. Awesome. 14.74 miles away. Okay. So we'll have to just oh, okay, it's just a glitch. Okay, cool. Okay. Danielle, I don't know. Do you have me on Facebook? Because if you do, go ahead. After all this, go ahead and private message me if you will, if you want, and just kind of see what to see kind of where that town is that you live by or whatever, so that I can figure out how far it is away from Leon. Oh, you don't have Facebook. Okay. You said that was Marion? Is that the town name? Marion? Or county or whatever it is? I'm trying to think. Oh, Marion County. I'll look it up on my phone here real quick. As soon as my phone quits freaking out on me. Come on. There we go. And county. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. That's actually just east of here. Okay. That would you know what? I think that would be actually pretty good. My net shouldn't be down. I should still be here. If I'm still here, I may have to restart the live just to kind of get it back rolling. Okay, awesome. I appreciate all of your guys' feedback. This is awesome. All right, Andy Trucker, how's it going? I haven't talked to you on Zello for a while. Gerald, I think you're having a problem there, buddy. Try to reconnect, I guess. Okay. So, Danielle, closest town to you is Lacona, and that's actually not too far from here. That would be awesome. Marion County, that's awesome. 035 here in the UK. Andy, good to hear from you, buddy. I'm glad that you're in here. I don't know, is this the first one you've been in? I'm not sure. So Danielle, if you're still here, go ahead and email me if you can. Go to my About tab on my channel, and you should be able to email me and stuff like that, so that you can get in contact, and maybe one of these days we'll go out there and take a look at it. All of that fun stuff. So hopefully we'll be good. Amazon, screw you. Okay. So now getting back to the thing here, I did get a little something that I kind of want to get into, sort of. Now, am I getting my GMRS license? No. Alright, cool. Excellent. Danielle, if you email me, it actually goes directly to my phone, so I'll get it regardless. Just so you're aware. I did get a little something, and I use this to monitor the most. Yes. But you guys know that other stuff is used, right? This is what I got. It's kind of like a little Baofeng, but it's a TID radio type thing. It's just like a Baofeng. I did get one of these. So, I do have it. I do have one frequency kind of programmed in here, and that is for FRS. I only use it to monitor. You guys got that? I only use it to monitor FRS and MERS frequencies. Okay. I also have the Weather Channel frequency in here, and what's really cool about this thing, I didn't even notice this, but it does regular FM radio. This was pretty cool. I mean, just it does little FM radio. That's awesome. And it did come with. All right, cool, Gerald. Yeah, it kind of sounded like I still got this stupid little banner across my screen right now that says, "Oh, your connection is unstable. Please wait while we're trying to reconnect." And I'm here. All right, whatever. So I got this little thing come with this antenna, and then of course the original shorter one. Wait, right here. Came with 2 batteries, a little clip. Came with a programming cable. It came with the little mic speaker thing for your shirt here. Also came with an earpiece. Came with a little lanyard to put here so you can put it on your wrist. All that fun stuff for like $45 is all I. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord, is all I paid for this. $45. That's it. Now, I have not tried the chirp program yet, because honestly, what I want to do is I want to program I want to program the FRS and MERS frequencies in. I also want to program all the weather bands in. So no matter where I go, I can just flip it to whatever weather band that I can. And I do kind of want to listen to some repeaters. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up some repeaters around here and lock it out to where I don't transmit on those. Okay? And that's a really handy little thing that I found out that Chirp does, is that you can actually go through and program all those frequencies in, and you can lock out the certain frequencies that you don't want to transmit on. It's really awesome. It's actually a really cool little thing to do. And I have not tried it on this computer yet. Have not. I will, probably tonight, because I still need to clear my head some more. But as of right now, I have it just set on the local weather station here and FRS channel 1. Really, that's all I got it set up. So, or it's lacking programming right now. I mean, I've been playing with it since I got it, but yeah. I was looking at that one. Okay, so CMVB69. I'm going to get caught up on comments here real quick. It says, was looking at that one. You can program all the ham channels near you, just don't transmit unless you get a license. Download the Repeater Book app. If you need help programming manually, let me know. Awesome. I do appreciate that. And once I get Chirp installed, I'm going to program those frequencies in, and I do believe it's possible. Program those frequencies in and lock it out to where I cannot transmit on those frequencies. From what I understand, you can do that. And if I do need help with it, then yes, definitely I will let you know. This is something totally new to me, so it's kind of like, oh, what do I do? Yeah. You guys know how I am. Oh, let's see. Where did you... Hemphead says, where did you get that? That is cool. I actually got that from Amazon. And it was really awesome to actually see this thing. And at $45 with 2 batteries and all of everything that it came with, I was like, dude, that's a steal. Now, it is a 5-watt radio. Okay, it's 5 watts. So if I do, which most likely will not, on FRS or MERS unless it's an emergency, I will have it turned down to low, which is 1 watt output. So this way, I don't really interfere with anybody else, yada, 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 FCC. Okay. So, there you go. Let's see. Brad says, hiya, Corey. Well, how's it going there, Brad? It's good to see you in there. 605 Texas. Awesome. That is great. Yeah, Gerald, I got a frequency list for all the NOAA weather bands so that I can program them all in. And you can do that. Okay. Because honestly, I don't want to transmit on a GMRS frequency, ham frequency that I'm not licensed for. I would like to listen to it, just to kind of get an idea of what they sound like, how they talk, all that fun stuff. So this way I can kind of learn and maybe get my ham license way down the road or something like that. And I want to lock those frequencies out so I do not transmit on them. Or accidentally key up or something like that, or make a repeater go off, or, yeah, God forbid. Neon 541, get your license. I do plan on getting my license someday. Right now, with everything going on, not happening. I will just sit there and monitor. And maybe every once in a while, I'll do a range test on it, on channel 1 on something like this versus that, or something down the road, and maybe even test it out on MERS just to kind of see what the difference is between FRS and MERS and see which one goes further, which one does not, which one sounds better, which one does not, just that sort of shit. It is a little bit overpowered. Yes, 5 watts. Yes, I understand. The FCC rule states on MERS you can have a removable antenna, however, you can only have 2 watts. That thing puts out 5. So, what do you do for MERS? Simple. Turn it down. And only put out 1, but you'd be under. And being that MERS you can have a removable antenna, guess what? Perfectly fine. FRS though, little bit not good. As far as FRS goes, monitor only, because you don't want to break the rules of the FCC. MERS would be about the only thing that I would transmit on if I do go transmit. Unless I've got a bunch of friends or people around who have a bunch of these, then at that point we would probably come up with a network for weather awareness, whatever. That'd be about the only time. In all honesty, I think the safest way to transmit on that without really breaking too many rules would be MERS. Because there would be only one rule that you would break, and that would be the 5 watts that the thing puts out versus the 2 that you were allotted. So, again, simple. Turn it down to about 1. And mine, that's exactly what it does. It goes down to 1. So, there you go. One of these days I'll do a range test. I might get another one sometime. I'm not sure. Like I said, right now everything is just kind of up in the air. So we'll see. Let's see. CMBB69 says, in his area, the police and the EMS still use the 150 to 160 megahertz range. Definitely check and see if you hear anything. Let's see. I do believe in my area they use. Oh shit. In my area they use 146 megahertz. I do believe in my area they do. Shit, I don't even remember now. I remember 146 somewhere. I think that's what my local police, EMS, and fire use. It's the 146 megahertz range. Now, I have not put it in yet into this, just to kind of see anything. I do have an actual scanner in my house that I have not hooked up in quite a while. I need to set that up somewhere and reprogram it so this way I can hear my local EMS and fire and whatnot. Police here, they do not use that frequency. They use a totally different frequency. It's all digital. So even if I program it to their frequency, I'm not going to hear it because it's all digital shit. So Police, I'm not really too worried about. I am, however, going to be very cautious of my EMS and fire here because I really don't want to interfere with them at all. So, no, the thing is a learning curve, that's for sure. I mean, there's all kinds of new stuff that I'm trying. You know, there's all kinds of new stuff that I'm learning about these types of radios. So it's kind of a new learning curve for me. What scanner do you have? Oh, let's see. CMB B69 asks, what scanner do you have? I have the Whistler. I actually have an old Realistic Pro 2003. This thing was my grandfather's. He bought it brand new. I do believe in the 80s when he bought it. Bought it brand new. It was plugged into his wall from the time that he bought it to basically all the way up until now. It has been plugged in somewhere at all times. I did have it hooked up, then we lost power. I kind of had to move all my shit out here to the shed, so I haven't hooked it back up since. So this is actually the longest rest period it's ever gotten, honestly, from what I know. It is an old radio. It is actually a really nice radio, and it's kind of cool that, you know, it'll pick up EMS and fire. And I tell you what, there's a lot of shit that happens around here. It's crazy to know how much shit there is that happens. It's absolutely nuts. But as I'm saying, I might get some more one of these days. Right now, it's just kind of a, yeah. You know, maybe in the wintertime, everything will calm down to where I can get to work on some of these other projects that I have planned. I do have somebody. Sending me something from the UK. His name is Scoob. He's been on here before. He's actually sending me a QSL card. I know that hasn't happened in years, but he's sending me a QSL card, a map of the island where he lives. He's just off the mainland of the UK. He lives on an island out there. He's gonna send me a map of that, and then he's gonna send me like a little bottle, I guess, that's got like different colored sands of different parts of the island. It's kind of a tourist thing. That would be kind of cool. It really would. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome to actually to get. Let's see. CMVB 69 says blows me away how many suicide calls and overdoses I hear and reel. And I'm in a smaller town. You know what? You wouldn't believe the calls that we get here. I mean, just over the last few months before we lost power and the radio was just kind of like dead and just sitting there. I don't know how many suicide attempts I've heard of. All of it. It is just absolutely unreal. It was nuts. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? But I tell you what, you know, people are just what's going on in this world now is just sad. Okay, there's no way around it. There's no way to twist it in any way, shape, or form. It's just sad. Sad. It really is. I'm not going to get into it here on YouTube, though, because, God forbid, I don't need anybody being like, oh, we're going to shut this down. Yeah, so we're not going to get into it on live, that's for sure. That actually might be something I might do for my Patreon account. I don't know. I might get into the sad reality of all of what's going on. I don't know. Maybe not. Or I might just start like a little Zello group or something with just that. I don't know. If anybody wants to get anything off their chest when it comes to all this crap that's going on, feel free. I'm not sure. I mean, my channel on Zello is still open. I haven't had any issues in there yet. So it's still open. And you guys are more than welcome to come in there and start bitching about whatever you guys want. Because in that channel, I believe in the First Amendment. So come in there, you want to start griping and complaining about what's going on in the world, please be my guest. Let's see, what else do we got here? So we got everything covered when it comes to all the hell that's going on here. Got the new radio, which just kind of sits there most of the time. I did do a little bit of research on this too. All right, Dallas, you made it. Awesome. Yes. There is something very interesting that I do want to try on those radios. Now, is it going to break FCC rules? Probably. Does it look like I care? No, I don't. This is just going to be a very short-range test. But I have heard that you can turn those into repeaters. You need 2 of them to do it. You can turn those into repeaters. Maybe later on down the road, if I get more, I will take 2 of them and make a repeater out of them. Just to kind of see what happens, It would be kind of cool to actually see and try. It would be awesome. Dallas, I'm glad you finally made it. How are you, buddy? I hope you and your family are doing very well. So one of these days, we'll try it. I mean, doesn't. Yes. It doesn't look like I care as the cigarette hangs out of the mouth. That is classic. Yes, it is. Does it look like I care? No. That's great. I guess I didn't even really pay attention if my cigarette was hanging out of my mouth. That was pretty cool. You made it to the Shelby, North Carolina Hamfest this weekend. Great time? Awesome. That is awesome to hear. I'm glad you had a great time there. I would love to go to a Hamfest here, but I had forgotten when they are. Oops. May have to do some research to try to figure them out. All right. And I'm sure some of you are dying to know about the whole killing the microwave deal. Sadly, with everything that's going on, I had to get rid of it prematurely. Didn't get to kill it. But if you guys can see, back there, I have 2 more. 2 more. 2 more that are getting ready to get killed at some point. Okay? I still have plans to kill a microwave for you guys. The one that I was going to kill got taken away. Because, you need to get your yard cleaned. Okay. That's fine. I don't care. Shit. What am I supposed to do with my microwave? Throw it away. I can't keep it. No. Well, that's exactly what I got told. Alright. Little do they know, I got 2 more. And guess what? I can get cheap ones. And I can blow more up. So, all right, Gerald, I appreciate it. You looking them up for me. I think you've looked them up for me before, but I just kind of let it slip. I need to write it down this time. So, when it comes to the microwave, that's going to be held off. Finishing up the RV, I planned on maybe kind of doing that next weekend. Gonna try to do it. My last day for this other job, this one that I'm currently working at, is Friday. Now, they're saying, oh, Saturday is mandatory overtime. Well, guess what? My last day is Friday at that place. And then Monday, I start my new job. So you can take your Saturday and cram it. That's what I say. So I think probably next weekend I might do a video on the RV, kind of show its progress, which isn't very much right now. In fact, I had to backtrack, which really sucked because it had a leak. So you guys will see that as well. I'm hoping it's cooler so I don't have to run an air conditioner in there. That would be nice. Speaking of air conditioners, have you guys noticed? Show of hands or yes, no, screw you, whatever, I don't care. Have you guys noticed? It's quieter in here. Has anybody noticed? Want to know why it's quieter in here? I'll show you. I got a different air conditioner put in here. No, sadly, it's still a little bit too hot to be having the air conditioner off in here. But, you know, I actually pulled this one out of the RV. Since I'm not using it right now in the RV, I went ahead and just stuck it in here. And I'll probably end up getting another one for the RV anyway. So, let's see. So much to learn with ham radio. Been a ham for 5 years. FYI, it's an addiction. Yes, shit. Radio itself is an addiction. I have. It's an addiction. Whether it's UHF, VHF, HF, CB, 11 meter, 10 meter, it doesn't really matter. Radio is an addiction. You know, they should really make a meeting for that, don't you think? No. They should really make a meeting for that. CB stands for consistently buying. Yes. Oh my God. I tell you what. I'm glad I don't have the money right now because I'd be having a whole hell of a lot more CBs and the wife might kill me just a little bit. Let's see. Danielle, Southeast Iowa Ham Fest, Sunday, October 3rd. Really? Wow. That's cool. I'm glad. All right. Well, here, let me write that down. Maybe if I have a pen out here. This is not looking good, guys. I don't think I have a pen out here. Out of all the crap that I have, I don't think I have a pen. Uh-oh. Shit. Damn it! I don't have a pen. Hold on. I got a better idea. Here we go. I will take a picture of that chat real quick. This way I have it. Smile! Boom. All right. Turn out. It turned out good enough. I can still read it. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, let's see. Nice Dallas. They seem like good guys on YouTube. Yes, they do. Nice AC. Yep, I've noticed. Yep. Text it to yourself. It's the only way I can remember anything. I did you one better there, buddy. I took a picture. Went ahead, brought my camera up, and I took a picture of the chat. So this way, I have it. Let's see. Danielle, do we have any clue what time that is, though? I mean, I'm kind of seeing. Oh, it's on a Sunday. Awesome. Oh, Dallas. Oh, did Motor Junkie go there too? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That'd be awesome to see. Gates open at 7. Or wait. Gates open at 7. Gate admission $8. With one door prize drawing, 14 and under free. That's there. Hang on. I gotta take another picture now. Jesus. I will straight up forget everything if I don't. Take a picture. Okay. Got it. Let me take this one. Okay. Got it. Excellent. Let's see. Danielle says, yep, I have CRS also. CRS? So that wasn't a typo? CRS? What's CRS? I'm still new to this. I don't even know what CRS is. Okay. CMVB 69 is just getting an absolute kick out of this. We're trying to take pictures of the chat here so I don't forget. Now watch. What's going to happen is I'm going to end up forgetting that is in my phone. I'm going to forget that picture is there. I'm going to be like, oh. CB equipment available in the flea market will be at the ham show. Well, that'd be cool. I mean, I know a lot of those ham guys. They actually get rid of all their CB stuff for pretty cheap, from what I understand. And I see also that I have 4 thumbs up. That is cool. Thank you guys very much for all the support. Oh. My last live. Let me go ahead and bring this up to you. My last live. I had a troll. Alright? He commented on my live. Alright? His first comment. Alright, yes, I got 5 now. Woohoo! Keep them thumbs up coming. Oh. Head. Have a good one, Corey. Hope everything is well. 73. 73's to you as well, sir. I hope God bless you and your family, and I hope you and your family do absolutely swell. You guys stay safe out there. Thank you for joining in. So my last live, I had a troll, okay? And it was really funny because he's sitting there like, hey, look, Mom, I'm doing a YouTube thing. I was like, okay. And he's sitting there laughing at me. He's like, so do you have an actual job, or is YouTube your job? I'm like, my YouTube, I have an actual job. I'm not making any money off of YouTube right now. And it was really funny because I did reply back. I'm going to be totally honest. I replied back. I was like, this coming from the guy who sits behind a computer and trolls everybody's shit all day long. It's like, are you lost? Did you get kicked out of the unicorn army? Are you a keyboard warrior now? I mean, what's going on? So, I'm going to have trolls in my comments. And you know what's really funny? Bring them on. Because let me tell you something. I always have a snappy comeback for something. Always. So, trolls are going to comment on my shit, and I find it hilarious. So, other than the shit show going on here at home, all of that fun stuff, I didn't even ask you guys how everybody else's stuff is going. Any questions for me? Any, thoughts? Guys, go ahead. I'm going to quit rambling on and let you guys go ahead and start asking some questions too, if you would like. While I light up the cigarette. And I'm running low. Shit. Oh, and another announcement real quick, and before I forget it, because it just popped into my head. You guys remember, I want to say maybe a month ago or two, possibly at this point. Danielle. Yes, I did get my antenna back up. It stands just a little bit shorter now, but it's up. It's not moving. It's survived a 70, 80 mile an hour wind. So it's good to go. Got that old 89 sitting tall and proud. But you guys remember when I had some, Gerald actually said that he was going to send a laptop to the channel so that this way I can do videos, edit them, and all that stuff while I was out and about instead of recording the video, waiting till I got home, and then editing and putting it up for you. That's still coming, from what I understand. That's still coming. He just keeps running into issues with, I guess, motherboards or whatever. I have no idea. So, that's still coming. And also the last guy who said he was going to send me a package through UPS, I tried getting a hold of him. Didn't really work. So, I don't know if he's actually still sending that package to this channel or not with the antenna analyzer and other goodies that he said he was going to throw in it. So I don't know if that's, if it's still coming or not. So I've been looking. I did, however, get my first piece of mail in the P.O. box. Junk mail. Coupons and all that fun stuff. So, Danielle, yes, I did get my antenna back up. I'm still running on the A99. The satellite dish antenna is kind of in a replanning stage at this point, so I'm kind of holding off on that one. Let's see, do you run 38 lower sideband? Yes, that's where I normally hang out at, is 38 lower sideband. That's where I normally hang out. In fact, the ICOM in the house is turned on to that channel right now. I don't even have my radio on out here. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. There we go. And there's no skip, so I guess that's why I didn't turn it on out here. But I do have the radio out here in the shed now turned on to look 38 lower sideband, and that's where I normally hang out. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry. I mean, I I can deal with this for now. It's not a big deal. It's pretty cool that it is really awesome that Gerald is nice enough to send a laptop so that I can do this stuff even away from the house. You know, that's super awesome. And again, Gerald, I appreciate it a lot. And I know you keep running into issues with it, and I just wanted to say, you know what, take your time. I'm in no rush. It's not a big deal. So that's coming. My stepdad has an older laptop too that I might get to run like the SDR and stuff like that. This computer, holy shit, puts out a shit ton of interference. Let me show you. On 35, lower sideband, let me know if you guys can hear this. That noise is coming from my computer. I do not know why my computer puts out so much interference. It's retarded. Like, this thing, I cannot run an SDR anywhere near it because it will just absolutely wipe everything else out. And I'm actually surprised that I'm even able, or I'm surprised that my noise floor right now out here in the shed is at 1 with the computer running. What was your hand? Let's see. CMVB69 asked, what was your handle again? I know it's Iowa. My handle is 309 Central Iowa. 309 Central Iowa is what it is. So that's my handle. I guess I hear even just a little bit of it on 38 as well. And what was really screwed up is that it even affected my ICOM that's in the house from out here. Okay. And I think what's happening is that the interference is coming from this pig, is going through my coax cable, up, over, out to the big stick, and actually transmitting some of this interference out, and that's why the A99 was able to pick up the interference. Not kosher. This thing is just got, Jesus Christ, this thing is just absolutely crazy. 512 Outsider. Okay. Ohio. You know what? I think I've actually talked to you on the radio before. I do believe I have. 512. 512 Outsider actually sounds very, very, very familiar. And of course, stupid me, I haven't written anything down. I need to start doing that shit. Damn it. Next time I go to the store, I'm going to have to get just a little notebook for just contacts, whether it's on radio or maybe even possibly Zello. Or I can get another notebook for Zello contacts, FRS contacts, just everything. So, yeah, I've talked to Ohio before, I don't know how many times from here. The Uniden Bearcat, it reaches out to Ohio pretty well. The ICOM reaches out there pretty well. My car even reaches out pretty well too, so I've also got it set up in the car as well. So, and there is another person who's thinking about sending like an older laptop, just to kind of see if I can do anything with it. It is also an older one. My stepdad, not really. I really don't want to go down that way and get it. He's going through a lot of shit, so. Somebody else is kind of wanting to send me a laptop just to kind of see what I can do with it. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know. I mean, like I said, guys, whatever you guys want to send me, go ahead. I have no problem with it. I will make use of it somewhere, somehow, someway. Now, again, the computer that Gerald is trying to get up and running for me, or for the channel, I guess I should say, is so that I can do video editing and stuff like that on the road. Like, if I'm not here, I can easily just upload the video, edit the thing, upload it while I'm out in adventures, which is pretty cool. CMVB69. I try to track him, but forget sometimes. I hear you, buddy. If I don't write shit down, I forget. Or take pictures. That's the only way I can remember anything. Seems like anymore. Especially with all the shit going on. My God, I can't even remember what the hell I ate. Gerald. How is the SWR in your car? The SWR in my car seems to be high still. According to the meter that is built in on the radio in the car, I am running like a 2.5. Now, if I hook an external meter up to it, I'm running a 1.5. So I'm not sure which one is right. I do want to try to keep, even if that meter is reading high, I do want to see if I can get it down below a 2 on the meter on the radio. And really the only way I'm going to do that is to get the grounds a lot better than what I have now. That's about the only way it's going to happen. So they are a little bit high in the car right now, so I try not to transmit too much. And it seems that my noise floors just went up. So that sucks. Now, I really like these Uniden Bearcats. Let's see. What antenna am I running? Well, I am running, on the car, I am running a 102-inch whip without the spring. Because with the spring, the SWRs were through the damn roof. So I took that out. And I was able to get them down, according to the external meter, I was able to get them down to a, 1.5, but according to the radio, it was sitting at like a 2.0. So, I'm not sure which one's right, which one's wrong. So I figured if the radio is wrong, and it's reading a 2.5, it's probably reading right around a 2.0. Okay? Give or take, I'm not exactly sure. I know if it goes down to like a 2 on the radio itself, I know I'm safe. So, I'm good. Let's see. Everyone remember to hit that thumbs up. Yes, remember, everybody hit that thumbs up. Let's get this channel growing. Radio could have a bad SWR bridge in it. That's very possible. Yep, it very well could. Swap radios and see if the external meter says. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think what. Because when I was really screwing with this, when I had a whole shit ton of problems, I think I was running. What the hell radio was I running? I think it was. Hold on. Oh God. At first, I was running this one. Okay, it was. I think it was right around a 3.0. And it wasn't the radio. It was just the fact that I had bad ground issues that I could never figure out until it took me like a week to get it figured out, to get it down to the point where it was usable. Once I did that, I was using a sacrificial radio to get it, figured out. At first, I'm trying to freaking remember what the hell I did. Son of a bitch. God, talk about something that's... Good Lord. I'm trying to fucking remember what I did. I was using a sacrificial radio, though, when I was going through that whole debacle with the damn 102-inch whip. And when I finally got it down, I do believe I hooked this one up to it, tested it. I don't remember how the hell it went, but anyway, according to the external meter, I did get it down to a 1.5 across the board. That wasn't just, channel 40 or channel 1. It was actually both. It was across the board. I got it down to a 1.5. So, as far as it being too long, it very well could be a possibility. Now, I do have a magnet mount that I can put back in its place to run, but it's only a short little, a 3 foot, 3.5, maybe 4 foot mag mount. But what's really cool about it is it's got tuning rings on the bottom of it, which is really cool. So, if I can't get the SWRs down on the 102-inch whip, I will take the 102-inch whip down, and I will just put the mag mount back on and call it good. I can still hit skip pretty well with that. I mean, I've made, I don't know how many contacts on that little mag mount. It's pretty cool. So I know it can be done. It probably won't be as effective, but it can be done. I did notice, though, too, that when it's pouring out and the car is wet, my SWRs will go up. I'm not sure why that is. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I will get it there, and I will figure it out. I've made dozens of contacts on that 102-inch whip, though. That's pretty cool. And I'm sure everybody's like, why do you need that long of an antenna? I was like, why not? Why not? Hell, I got it. Why not? It's like, yeah. You don't like it? Fight me. It's not your car. That's what I was actually going to try next, was getting like a pretty beefy ground wire and grounding it to the frame of the car, just to kind of see if that helps with the grounding issue. Because right now, how I have them set up, and I don't remember if I did a video on this. I took 14 gauge, 12 gauge speaker wires, ran them from where it screws on, had a little washer there. Took 2 of them, ran them down to like a nut on the bottom of the trunk, and that's how I have it grounded, and it seems to work pretty well, kind of. Except for when it gets wet, so I'm not sure. I'll try the whole frame deal, because I'm not going to give up on that 102-inch whip yet. But it would also be good for a base station too, so I'm not out anything. Let's see, I got a Hustler 4 foot on my car, pretty happy mag mount, $30. Really? Wow. I've heard of those, but I've never tried them. Nice. Try 21 feet and 6 inches of coax, and then do some ground bonding all over the vehicle. And if it don't come down, it is shorted in your radio, or your radio is jacked up. I did notice, let's see, I was on my way to work. It had rained overnight. And I noticed my whole car was soaked, of course, it's rain. And my SWRs were way up there. So that tells me that water had gotten in between the center conductor and outside of it, which was causing the short. After it dried out, the SWRs started coming down, but they did not go down far enough. I'm not sure if maybe one of my ground wires came loose or something. I'll check it out one of these days. Maybe I'll get it regrounded to something better, like, as Danielle would say, like on the frame or something to have a better ground with. And those ground wires are actually kind of in the way anyway, so I gotta move them, do something with it. And if all else fails, I will try out what Dallas just said. Try 21 feet and 6 inches of coax. I'll go ahead and make a longer coax and put it. I mean, that'll bring the SWRs down. That's for sure. Let's see. Hustler. I think the Hustler is 4 foot. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. I think it's 4 feet though. I'm not sure. And I do know that once we get done with the live here, I'm definitely going to go back in. I will make sure that my ICOM is tuned to channel 38 lower sideband. And if anybody here in Iowa wants to try to reach out over the radio waves, definitely I will chime back if I hear you. So that'll definitely be fun to try out. I did make a contact 70 miles away with it, so I mean, I'm sure it's always possible, right? And double check continuity from the hot side of the SH-239, antenna mount. Yeah, and like I said, it didn't shoot way up there until it got wet, and then it went up there, and then once it dried, it came back down to like a 2.5, somewhere around in there, according to the meter in the radio. So I guess we'll see. We'll see if I have a direct short, and I will check that. I may just take that antenna off of the little stud mount that I have. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. May take that out, check it to see if there's any rust or anything on the inside of it, just to kind of see if it's clean, make sure it is clean, and if it's not, clean it out, put it back on, and maybe see what the SWRs read after that. That could be also another possibility as well. Rust could start developing inside the threads, causing it to do crazy shit like that. Well, let's see. Yes, I will try, but I don't think the mobile antenna on top of my garage will reach that. Well, I'm looking for a base antenna. Oh, let's see. Well, Danielle, if you're like directly east of me, and depending on where you're at, as the crow flies, you actually probably are about, I want to say, maybe 17 miles as the crow flies. I mean, there's all kinds of different variables. We can definitely try it though once we do the whole, or once all this live thing gets done. You would actually be surprised on the mobile antenna and how far they will actually go. There's a guy that I know in North Carolina. His name is Jason. He took a little cheap Walmart 26-inch antenna, plopped it on a sheet of metal, and stuck it on top of his house, and he reached clear to Puerto Rico with it. On 4 watts of AM power, he reached clear to Puerto Rico. Okay, so just because it's a little mobile antenna unit doesn't mean that it won't reach, because you would be surprised on how far those little bastards will go. Let's see. Gerald asked, "Do you have more radios with SWR in it?" The only other one let's see. I do got my Cobra 148, but the meter is completely shit in it right now. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Does my other Road Talker have it? No, it does not. Shit. The only other one that I have that actually seems to be working is my Uniden Bearcat. I think that's the only one that I could see that the SWR meter in it actually works as well. Well, this is random. LOL. What's up, man? Well, how's it going there, Adam? I'm glad you decided to come in. That is awesome. Woohoo! That is awesome. Yes, it's very random in here. I think if you actually play back the video, you'll understand what hell is kind of going on here. It fucking sucks. It really sucks. Oh, Jesus. Basically, Adam, we're facing eviction. And we don't know where the hell we're going to go. So, it's just one of those things. But if you go back in the video, I explain it in the video, so you guys will be able to go back and kind of see what's going on. For the ones that just jumped in here and are here now. So, let's see. CMVB69, try an inverted V or standard dipole 11 meter, cheap and works. Yes, they do. Now, hopefully, that's saying that you're out away from interference, because where I'm at, I've only got a couple of spots around my trailer that actually has clear, mostly clear reception. That's it. So, so hopefully you're in an area where something like that would work, because I did have a homemade dipole on the front of my house, and you guys remember that from way back. And that one did not work worth a shit. And it really wasn't the antenna's fault, it was just the bad area that it was in. And I haven't really tried one since. I've just been running the A99 because it seems to be the tried and true. So. But yeah, definitely it's a V, inverted V or standard dipole would actually work really well, and super cheap to make, all that fun stuff. It has a good ground plane all metal roof. Hell yeah. Oh shit, dude. You're gonna be able to get out here hopefully with no problem at all. Especially pushing full 12 watts. And if you have a linear, run it. Just gotta see. Wire dipole. Yep, that's also another good one. Adam, you just asked the $1 million question of the day. The $1 million question of the day goes to Adam. Wow. All right. So, Adam had asked, so when is Hart going to make a single sideband radio? You know what? That would be excellent if they actually did something like that. I'd be all over that like white on rice. I really would. Yep. And they need to make a battery pack for it. Actually, they can do that. It's not hard to do. They could actually take one of their battery packs, have a connector on the back or on it somewhere, and then inside, because these radios run on 12 volts, they can have like a DC to DC step down converter or whatever, and they can adjust it to like a 13.8 deal. So this way it doesn't fry the radio components, but yet you still have a functioning radio. Yes, it can be done by battery. Yep. And that would be actually really cool if they actually did shit like that. I mean, all of us CB enthusiasts like me would just go absolutely apeshit over that. I would. Hell, I'd buy a few. That's just me. I'd buy a few. So, sorry, my phone is ringing and I'm not answering it. Oh man. Making a handheld. You know what? That would just be absolutely awesome. And I just looked up at the thumbs up. I've got 10. Thank you guys so much. But a handheld too. That runs on the same batteries. Just pop one in and woo-hoo, start talking. That would just be awesome, man. That would just, wow. I would buy a few. Honestly, I really would. The wife might kill me, but you know what? It'd be worth it. Pow! Thumbs up. Now, I'm still waiting on Hart to offer a new tool that they're coming out with for me to do a review on. I'm still waiting. It says 12 here. Oh. It says 12 over there, huh? Well, I'm showing 11 now. Huh. I wonder if the counter is a little bit behind. Oops. So anyway. What was I saying? Shit. I was saying something. You guys remember what I was getting ready to say? Shit. Oh! There we go. Never mind. I got it. I know there's lag time in the video, so I know the chats are going to come in. Shit. I just lost it again. What the hell is going on? Hart. Yes. I'm still waiting on Hart to get a hold of me one day and say, hey, we have this new tool out. We would like you to review it. And in exchange for that, you can keep it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them to do that. One of these days, it will happen. I would really love to test out their brushless models versus the brushed. That would be awesome. Hart! Wink, wink. Just saying. So, I'm still waiting on that one of these days. And I also reached out to President Electronics to see if maybe I can review a radio for them or two or whatever. They never got back to me. Never got back to me, not once. So I'm actually thinking about start reaching out to these different companies and whatnot and say, hey, I've got this and that, this and that, this and that going on. Would you guys like somebody to review it on YouTube for you? That would be awesome. That would be awesome if I can get some companies to come back to me and start, kind of sending me shit to test out for them. Especially, radios and new tools and different power supplies. Hell, I wouldn't even be against computer shit either. I mean, if there's a component out there that they want me to test that my computer is capable of handling, I wouldn't be against that either. But yeah, I'm all for giving reviews. I've said this in many of my videos. I think I don't know. Try talking to. Where did he? I have not talked to them yet, but those are actually one of the types of people I will be calling, or not calling. Well, I may just call them, email them, whatever, and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Would you guys like me to review a radio? What's the worst they can say? It's no. Actually, wrong. The worst they can do is not say anything at all and not ever get back to me. Kind of like Resonant Electronics has. And I've reached out to them multiple times. I just kind of gave up on it. Let's see. Now you have to just grow your channel and cut back on the cussing. Good luck. I do try not to cuss. Okay, I try not to. In my lives, sometimes I'll get a little carried away, but at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, and I'll catch myself. But, Timothy. Well, how's it going there, Timothy? Good to see you in here. How's the dish antenna going, or have you dropped that project? That antenna is kind of in the very first square one phase at this point. I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going to try. Maybe they'll work, maybe they won't. Somebody did point out, though, the biggest problem I'm going to have is how small that dish is versus how large the wavelength is. So it may transmit like, wow, no problem. But the main thing that I have a problem with is is it going to be deaf? Like, you guys know if it's going to be deaf or if it's going to actually be able to pick up a bunch of those signals and throw them back into the antenna. That's something that I'm still looking at. So to answer your question short and sweet, I know I go ramble on. It's back at square one. I'm doing some thinking, gathering some ideas, stuff like that. Let's see, Michael 1212 is trying to help you out. I do appreciate you helping me out. I do sometimes, especially on live, do get carried away with it. I try not to. I was raised around a Navy person, so kind of a hard habit to break sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. Not everybody's perfect. I don't know. There's not a really whole lot of cussing in my videos, especially when it comes to product reviews, antenna experiments, all that fun stuff. As far as I know, there's really not a whole lot of cussing in it. Sometimes I'll get carried away on live, as I've said. But It is what it is. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I do try to watch it though, just for the sake of trying to help my channel grow. I got something stuck in my tooth. Let's see. My ham radio, the ICOM, does not have a tuner built in. Let's see. Oh, and the whole wire deal on that satellite antenna it's just not going to work. Because the way somebody explained it to me is that with that wire wrapped around like that, okay, and having the end of it pointed towards the dish, well, not all the signals are going to come out from that little end and go into the dish. It's going to radiate throughout the whole arm. So essentially what's happening is that the signals are going here, there, up there, down there, everywhere, instead of getting into the satellite dish and doing what it's supposed to do. So it really wasn't the fact that it was let's see. It really wasn't the fact that it wouldn't work, it's just how it was designed. It's not going to work like that. So I have to go through the whole phase, the whole square one, and come up with ideas and redesign everything. I have a couple of ideas. I'm thinking about taking like a small, I don't know, maybe an antenna like this long, one of those rubber ducky looking things with a magnet mount, and popping it right in the middle of the dish. All right, just kind of sticking it right there, put it up, and see what it does. I mean, if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. So that's cool. Pam, how's it going? Glad to see you in here. Wow, I've been on here for 2 hours and 12 minutes already. Holy jibibis. Wow. Anyway. Michael, 1212. Yeah, I see. So now with the CB radio stuff, keep us going. Yes. Yes, I do plan on keeping the radio stuff going. I don't ever plan on dropping it, honestly, because the way things are going in this world, I'm just gonna come out here and flat out say it. The way things are going on, the internet could go down at any point, cell phones could go down at any point, and what do you got left? Radio. Radio is about the only thing that you're going to have left to communicate on. So, I'm not getting rid of radio anytime soon. Timothy, good luck, man. Yes, thank you. I will definitely do a video on it once I figure out, a short little stubby antenna. Just try it out, kind of see what's going on. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? Not work? And if it doesn't, well, boom. Oh, Pam, it's okay. Better late than never, right? It's okay. It is okay. Jabibbles, as I open my slang book. I just come up with really weird, random crap like that. Again, hence Corey Random Guy. To come up with different words other than whoa, I about said it. So, I'm trying to catch myself more so that this way my YouTube channel can grow some more. And like I said, sometimes I'll get carried away, sometimes I won't. So, jabibbles, if there's no word for that, I just invented a new word. Yes, go me. I put whips on each side. Sorry, just a misfit that I am. Put whips on each side of the antenna, or that satellite dish. I don't know how well that would work. You may be onto something, actually. Maybe. I don't know. My grandmother, Adam says, let's see, my grandmother was from the United Kingdom, and some of her words, till the day of her passing, I had no clue what they meant. Oh, man. Let's see. Michael and Pam just asked, is there any Skip DX? No. Dead. Gone. Toast. Nothing. There hasn't been DX for the last... Oh, God. It hasn't been good for the last week and a half, somewhere around in there. I heard just a tiny bit this morning for about 10 seconds, and it was gone. And it was so weak, I had to turn up my ICOM in the house just to hear it. So, no, there's nothing out there. It's gone. I've got the radio on in here in the shed. Nothing. So, how's the Navi there? I'm going to ask. I don't know. The Navi. Who wants to stand on my roof and wave my antenna around? I'll do it. Just because it sounds fun. I don't know. I'll wave it around. Oh, man. Okay. Have to hop out and take care of it. Okay, Pam. We will talk to you later, 73s. God bless you and your family. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you on the next live or next comment, next video. I mean, who knows? You take care there, Pam. So, let's see. I'll give you a flashlight. It's really dark out there, and some bug spray for skaters. That'll work. I'm okay with that. And actually, if the moon is out, I can actually see really well. I can actually see better at night than I can during the day sometimes. It's really strange. So, I know I've drug this out for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. I know probably some of you, there may be a couple in there that did come in, and while I was ranting on about what's going on here at home, I noticed they left. And I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on and the possibility of us being evicted, which means that if that's the case, I will have to shut my station down, my CB station. The CB station will be down. If we get evicted, my station will be down. I don't know how long it'll be before I'm back on the air. I will definitely be back up. Be on here and on Zello. But as far as CB 11 meter, whatever you want to call it, being on actual radio waves, it would be pretty minimal, except for in my car, and that's about the only time there. Now, these things don't do skip because of the high frequency, but I'll be on this as well. So, I'll still have a radio in my car, I just won't be on the air as much, I guess I should say. My actual home station, though, yeah, I'd have to shut it down, unfortunately. So, let's hope it does not come to this. Let's hope that we're able to stay and I can get a job going, maybe try to get a mortgage, or maybe even if I run into a if I run into somebody who's selling a piece of property out in the country on contract, it would be that would be good too. I know the whole contract rent to own thing is kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that got screwed out of that, and I don't really blame them for, being very cautious about it. So to recap, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. One with the pink record. Basically, to recap, we're facing eviction. The city came down on the landlord. Okay, Ed. There we go. Ed. The city came down on the landlord. The landlord's now coming down on everybody else because of stuff that needs to be fixed. And we have 20 days to get everything done. And if we do not, we will be facing eviction. Which is really sad because we own the trailer that we are in. The city actually, by rights, should have come to our door or sent us a letter in the mail saying, hey, these are the things that need to be fixed, and here's the reasons why. Even a list of city ordinances would have been really nice, but we didn't get it. So, and the landlord that we have is very slum. He has a copy of our title. So, in the way that works, he found a loophole. If we miss one payment of taxes on our trailer, he can take that copy that has the title number on it, pay the taxes off, and rip our home out from underneath us. It's a loophole. There's nothing we can do about it. Unless the lawmakers in this town actually close off that loophole, there's nothing we can do. So, definitely try to keep up on the taxes, that's for sure. There has been once where I did miss a payment, but I went ahead and paid the full year. And so that's the recap of what we're going through. And sad part is we just got my wife's kids here. And if we end up losing our place, those kids go back to Wyoming, and my son goes back to his middle. And that's a sad reality. Michael 1212. Just when we get up, we get pulled down. Yes, that's exactly how my luck is. It sucks. Oh, let's see. Sounds like a slumlord. Yep, Dallas, you're right. He is a slumlord. And I also found out he's trying to sell this property on top of other properties that he owns that are trailer parks for like $2.5 million. He's not going to get that out of these. This thing's junk. And also, to recap, I also found out that we are sitting on garbage. No joke. This actually used to be a landfill. Where I am sitting right now, I am technically sitting on garbage. How they were able to turn this property, where there's garbage in the ground, into a livable habitat, I have no clue. I really don't. I don't know how they got away with it. But, and actually, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update here that I actually found out. There's a brand new trailer house, I think it's like a double wide or something, sitting on the very front of the property. Underneath of that house is actually a house. What had happened was this house, I guess, shortly after, the landlord who owns this place, owns the ground, shortly after he bought it, that house caved in the basement. Had the TVs and all kinds of other stuff still in it. And all he did was order a bunch of dirt and cover it up. And then put that house in. So God knows what is actually underneath that ground. You know, nobody knows what's underneath it. It could be something, very hazardous. It could be something nothing at all. It could be, something simple. Who knows? But the fact that this place sits on an old landfill is very disturbing. And this whole place, all of our trailers, at least the 4 here, are leaning to the south. Never had that problem before, but that tells me that the ground underneath these trailers is giving way. Now, I don't know if the garbage underneath is decomposing enough to where it's making the ground unstable. I don't know. Let's see. Adam asks, how is the RV? The RV I haven't touched since I brought it down there to the bottom of the hill last time. It's been too hot. We've been dealing with a lot of crap here at home. I really haven't had the time to do too much with it. All the material and everything's still there, but I just haven't had a chance to do anything with it. Certainly, let's see. Ed says, certainly sounds like something you may need to get legal advice. And, I have, and I'm actually pretty good with my laws. I do look up city ordinances. I do look up city law codes, the state law codes, the state or the U.S. law codes. I look up all that stuff, and I have talked to an attorney before, and he said the same thing that I'm telling you. There's nothing I can really do about it because of that loophole when it comes to the landlord able to take our trailer, our home away from us at any given time. There's nothing we can really do about it at this point until the city actually does something about it. And Gerald, you are right. By rights and by law, the city should have sent us a letter or even come to the house and say, hey, here's a list of things that need to be fixed. Since you own the trailer, we can't really go to the landlord and gripe about your trailer. But since you own the trailer, we have to come to you. Here's the list of things that needs to be fixed. Okay. No big deal. No big deal at all. Well, it turns out, and I didn't mention this earlier, but it turns out that this whole city thing has been going on for 2 years. 2 years! And nobody has said a word until now. So, the landlord is got a few screws loose, apparently, and I don't know what else to say, honestly. I mean, we're kind of up shit creek without a paddle. That's how it is. It's a sad reality. And Ed doesn't sound ethical to me. You're right. It's not. It's not. See, the way this landlord works is he tries to find every single little loophole that he can to screw other people with. That's how he works. And he only does that in the name of the greenbacks. Because he doesn't give a crap about anything else except for money. Even his rentals are just absolute garbage. Okay? And the city is all over him about it. I don't know. Oh, Dallas. Gremlins are under there or even worse. Oh, God. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me if there is gremlins underneath of there. That would not surprise me in the least. With everything that has been going on, ah, nothing surprises me anymore. Michael 1212. Need to get in gear. Oh, he just retracted his comment. Okay. Something about getting it into gear and getting everything done. I have got most of it done. My wife has got most of her stuff done. She has done the yard, the trimming of the garden, even though it pained us to do that. I did get the house painted in a matter of speaking. It took 9 rattle cans of paint to get that done. Let's see. Friday, I'm going to go get a piece of plexiglass put in a window because they're griping about that, about a board being over the window. No big deal. Put a piece of plexiglass in, get the window fixed. Now, is it going to be the perfect thing? No, absolutely not. And then we need to, I guess we need to do something about the porch. Porch, I guess, according to them, looks like absolute dog crap. It's not really that bad. It is an older porch, but it's still nice and sturdy. It probably could use cleaning. So I think what I'm going to do is actually the whole house needs cleaned anyway. So I'm probably going to borrow my neighbor's pressure washer, go over the whole house, and clean it up, clean the porch off, get it to where it's looking somewhat presentable, and then maybe go through all the skirting again, make sure everything is straight, all that kind of stuff. Should be fine. So hopefully, with any luck whatsoever, all of that stuff will pass, and we will be left alone. That would be nice. Here soon, I do need to fire up the furnace to make sure it's actually going to work for the season. It was having a lot of issues last year, so I'm hoping it'll start this year. If it doesn't, then we're going to definitely be looking at something different. I don't know what we're going to do, because I certainly can't afford a new furnace. Well, let's see. Gerald actually just made a good point. There could be a lot of methane gas underneath of us right now. Could be. I mean, we don't know what kind of garbage is in here. But being that it's an old landfill, who knows what's underneath here. Michael 1212, good luck. Hope all goes well. I hope it does go well too. So I'm going to do what I need to do to get everything to pass, so they'll leave us alone, and then hopefully by then everything will start smoothing out a little bit, at least I'm hoping, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and cut this now. I'm starting to get actually a little bit tired, and I'm hungry, and I need to eat something. I haven't been eating well, so I've got to get something to eat, something in my stomach. But it was great talking to you guys. I'm very thankful that you guys are there to let me vent and try to give me advice and everything like that. And if you guys hear me out there on the radio waves, don't be afraid to chime back. I do have Zello if you guys want to jump in on that as well. And just keep our fingers crossed that we don't get, evicted out of here. So I just keep us in your guys' prayers. And we're trying. We really are. But there's good news. Like I said, I've got a new job, so hopefully things will start looking up then. But anyway, I appreciate you guys again. And if you guys do, if any of you do send packages to the PO box, just if you guys ever want to, make sure that you go through the USPS. This way, there's no confusion. There's no, oh well, we can't do that. Yada yada. And if you guys want to send letters in the mail, fan mail, I'll do lives for it as well. I'll also do lives for package openings. But yeah, I would love to. I'd love to hear from you guys, and we have that PO box open. It's ready to rock and roll to receive some fan mail. So, anyway, I will see you guys later. I'm hoping to get another video up soon, and we will definitely talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining in and chatting. Have a good one.